The worst tragedy on earth is to live your life as a function of an altar that you didn't raise. The reason why you are where you are today is because there is an altar speaking, but you were not the one that raised it. At this point, I'd like us to look at few types of altar. Just a few types of altar. Number one, altar of poverty. I say what?
Altar of poverty.
Can you chorus that with me if you are here?
Altars of poverty.
Can you say that louder?
Altar of poverty.
Altar of poverty. Listen to me. Poverty is a spirit. Now, I'd like you to come now. The reason why you are disobedient to the word of God, the reason why you are disobedient to divine instructions that should have enabled you to acquire the kind of wealth that God designed for you and sustain it, is because there is an altar that is sponsoring your behavior. It is the altar of poverty that makes you eat your tomorrow's food today. Altar of poverty is what makes people to wear their tomorrow's clothes today. And if you ask me, what is your tomorrow's food? What's your tomorrow's cloth? Your tithe. Malachi 3 and verse 8 down to 12. He said, can a man rob God? Should a man rob God? Whichever way you like. He said, but you have robbed me, and here you ask me, how did we rob you? He said, you robbed me in your tithe and offering. And then he came in verse 9 and said, ye are cursed with a curse, a nameless curse. And then in verse 10, he came and he said, bring ye your tithe into my storehouse, that there may be meat. Prove me now therein and see if I will not open the windows of heaven and pour you down blessings so that you won't have a room for it. Now hear this. Altar of poverty will tell you nobody in your family has ever had it the way you have it. So for you not to be able to sustain it, eat your tomorrow's food today.